Is that what Aaron was doing today? Making fun of the Jews again? Madam Priest, I love you make money when Aaron goes to jail. Yes, send me money.
Right, are we up? Are we
Send me
live?
money. Aaron's going to jail. 1,300 of
All right.
you watching this bullshit. Hit
I
the
had to take
like
care of
button.
something.
Let's get it over 600, huh? It's my birthday.
Notice my
Ewa, member for 12 months. 12
watermark
months
is
of the
in
onion.
the way.
Has it been that long? Isn't that crazy? That's kind of nuts. Donna G, member for 20 months. Hashtag Team NLO. Corniv says, what a time to be alive. Hashtag debt of 7. The tax is theft. Whee!
There we go.
Of course. Mr. Rex, thank you for being a member. Slow Money, thank you for being a member. Torito says, some would say Toe paid Gino to do that to Kayla. I imagine the judge could look at it like that. Crowdcat gifting a membership. AWOL says, big day, I get it, but happy apple harvest season. For the fall, can we change it to big apple sauce, please? Yeah, just for the fall, though. UFC Buffalo, thank you for being a member for 2 months. 300 plus days in jail incoming. Hit the like button. I don't know. I will say this. Since those charges were filed yesterday, I have changed my opinion a little bit. I don't imagine this judge is going to be amused. She wasn't amused before. I don't imagine the prosecutor is going to be amused. She wasn't amused before. And I don't know how you take any of this as anything but an affront to her orders. She's going to take this as a slap in the face. This is a guy who still isn't taking it seriously. And adding fuel to the fire, a text message where you call the court orders gay, I don't know, man. And none of us really know. A lot of people think he's going to jail for a year. A lot of people think he's going to jail for a day. A lot of people think he won't go to jail at all. I really don't know. But whereas Friday I didn't think the jail was even possible, it certainly is on the table today. 100%.
He might be going to, once again, same
today.
thing.
That's a fact. This is spitting in the judge's.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like, I don't know if he's going to go to jail, but so I'm not making any predictions. Like, I didn't think he was going to go to jail last time, but I also don't really follow Steel Toe that much, so I didn't realize that. He really stepped in it, and they slapped his pee-pee. All right, now they might go ahead and just slam the book on his pee-pee.
Couldn't be trusted to host a show on the regular YouTube channel. This was all
Set this up
because of Gino's unbridled inability to censor himself. There's a track record of this going back years. So Aaron pretending like he didn't know or he didn't, Gino did that and I didn't, it wasn't my fault. Right. Joseph Amos, if the message says read at 11:38 a.m., wouldn't that mean that the screenshot was taken the day it was sent? Screenshot was taken at an hour later. That's a great point. That's a really good point. Could it be that Aaron sent this and then screenshotted it immediately because he knew Gino was going to fuck him over? He expected Gino to talk shit about Kayla, and he took this screenshot the day he sent it. Not the day not yesterday, not September 29th, when the violation hit. That's crazy. It would say a date, 11:28 a.m., if he had gone back and taken this screenshot. No? So Aaron could have sent this just to cover his ass, fully knowing, fully expecting Gino to violate, knowing that he would. It's the reason he paid him so much. AO1012. No in the corner of his text he submitted. No in the corner of his text he submitted. No in the corner of the text he submitted. I don't know what that means. Tim Bullinger, here's some money. Not enough, Tim. Not enough.
Your Honor, I'd like to submit the following text that will completely exonerate me. Hey, Gino, that bitch judge is trying to ruin my harassment of Kayla. Fuck her. Take the $3,000 and roast that whore. Let's see the trans DA pin this on me.
King Louie, Aaron should just simply file the HROs on his chins. Is that what he should do? Dildog, member for 19 months. Oh, what a beautiful day. Thank you, Dildog. Appreciate it. Little Lemmy, member for 25 months. Thanks for the content.
Right, I got it.
Big
I'm starting to have an issue with this mask.
Aquascape A to Z. Toe gonna get stretched out. We shall see.
Last couple of days it wasn't bad.
At any time,
these straps are starting to hurt my ears.
Find out what happened. I imagine it could be another 30 minutes or so, but I'm monitoring the phone. There's a few people who have are attending this thing and are going to call in. Carl, I think, is FOMOing hard. Carl was going to do a show at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, we got
so he's going.
Carl's
live
coming up soon
to be a part of this, and I think Tukey will be calling into both of our shows to provide us an update. Whoever Tukey calls first is who Tukey loves best. That's the way I put it.
Well, he's going to call into Carl.
Battle to the death. Whoever Tukey reaches out to first, that's who he loves more, and we'll see. Chicken Boy, apple cider donut season, baby. I don't know what that means. Apar, no jail time will make Steel Toe more reckless. It's possibly true. Wolfpack Nation, member for 8 months. Aaron is going down just like he did in those 2 fights. I hope your boy don't drop the soap, Gino.
I need a salad wrench.
I don't know. Walt wasn't frozen. Thank you for being a member for 10 months, helping us out on our September march.
Oh, I don't have one.
Last day of September. Chris Russell says, hit the like button, and that's a great point. Hit the like button.
I keep a couple of small tools right here at my desk.
Let's get those likes up. Now, yesterday on MLC, like I said, Chad went to break the news 4 hours after everybody else, and they got Gino on, and Kevin was pressing him for some information about how he feels about this, and Gino, of course, has to spin it and dodge, as Gino's known to do.
Aaron Imholte broke HOR conditions for the second time because
HOR conditions. Aaron Imholte broke HOR conditions.
Or conditions.
Now, I think what Chad, the wet brain, is trying to say here is conditions of release, which is COR. And he's getting that confused with HRO and saying it wrong by saying he broke HOR conditions.
I think he means HRO.
There's a lot of this going around.
No, Chad means HRO.
Broke HOR conditions for the second time because of Gino's anniversary show. Court dropped documents today.
This is, by the way, why you shouldn't listen to people who don't know anything about this stuff. They only cover it when it's like big news, and then they don't know what's going on at all. So everything they say is unreliable.
1 day before his court appearance. So he
I mean, not me. I know what's going on. I'm just not that involved. Like I probably know as much about what's going on as Carl, but I do keep up on the news.
So he got a violation because of Gino at the anniversary show.
Wait,
and it's
legit.
This?
Kiwi Farm?
This is coming from one of my sources, TM Zumach. Did you hear this, Gino?
TM Zumach.
Check out the farms.
Look, I apologize. I was wrong. TM Zumach is very funny. I'm wrong. Like when I thought you were dead serious about it, I'm like, what a loser. I'm like, I was
this
wrong.
over here.
I was wrong. Boy, let me tell you what word I didn't yell watching my Chargers lose this week, Kevin. Kevin, am I nuts? Or like what? Like, do you?
No, don't bury the lead. What happened with the HRO?
So Gino comes on and wants to talk about the Chargers. Guys, did you see the Chargers this weekend? Shut up, Gino. This is why they suck. This is why they can't find two fans to rub together. Their instincts are horrible. No one wants to talk about the Chargers. What are you talking about? The Chargers? Grow up.
Who know? Do you think I know or give?
Chad just told you. Chad just told you.
Yeah, but I'm going to ask you and Chad something. You seem like I know this is going to sound alien to you in the Dabbleverse. You're comedians, right?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
They're saying Aaron might be getting jail time, Gino. You want to speak on that?
Gino's response was, and? And what?
I have no idea. For what? What would I have to do with it?
Well,
Doing
they say.
Well, what did you have to do with it? You snitched on him.
No,
This is a guy who's gotten Aaron Imholte into jail twice already. Twice. What do I have to do with it? Everything? Everything. You've got him jailed twice. What do you mean, what do you have to do with it? This new conditions of release violation is because of you at a comedy show. What do I have to do with it? And? Oh, boy. Oh, boy, the ignorance. Jesus Christ. AO1012, his text shows him watching a video about BB. Oh, I don't know. Who's BB? There's a new territory going on now. Post-hearing dance party with DJ Karmic. We are going to get back to the Karmic stuff.
Yeah,
Don't
there's
worry
nothing
about that.
really going on.
Ewell with $50. I love applesauce. Big sauce. Here is for 1 minute of you of your lawyering fees. Yeah, that's about right. Way.
I
Feeling
don't think
Minnesota
I've ever gone on with my real
is a
name, but let me make
1996
sure that.
American crime comedy film
it is.
All right, I'm
about
not
an
even logged in.
ex-convict and his brother fighting over the same woman, starring Keanu Reeves, Vincent D'Onofrio, and Cameron Diaz.
Okay, I got you.
Thanks to the remarkable girth of Nick Recchieta, I'm going to be the best keister bunny this side of the St. Louis River.
Keister bunny.
Jail? You can't sentence me? Take this HRO, judge. Now you can't sentence me within 500 feet. You get an HRO. You get an HRO. Scott Peterson, you get an HR tow. You really fucked me on this.
Somebody made a good point. Scott Peterson got Aaron a great deal. Aaron's the one who blew this deal. Gino's the one who blew this deal. That's a fact, Jack. That's a fact, Jack. This is all because of Aaron and Gino. Keena K, thanks for the kick-ass coverage. You're welcome. Nicola Carter, will Tukey be named when Rocco gets his HRO? We shall see how that goes. Because he wasn't invited. Rocco showed up uninvited. Jay Swizzle, Aaron the Rat did all this to himself. Oh, the irony. Amanda Calta says, Keanu makes me look like a rocket scientist. Thanks to them, you have forgotten about us. Oh, we got to get back to those guys. Joseph Amos, member for 27 months. I don't know what time Steel Toe got the violation, but I was wondering if it was possible that he sent the text the same day he turned the screenshot into the courts. Oh, you think that, yeah, there's not a date on that screenshot. What if Aaron sent that yesterday just to get the screenshot? You know, that the screenshot of the text proves nothing. Abby Normal, thank you for gifting a membership. It is September. We appreciate all of that.
I didn't snitch on anybody.
The cops called her. You go, yeah, he did that. He did that.
No, the cops called me. We're not doing this. The cops called me repeatedly about a picture.
Again, the instincts on this guy. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. The thing
Gino's a
everyone is
fucking
interested
idiot.
in has been waiting.
Dude, Gino and Keanu don't even know who's suing who in any of this.
I'm not doing this. This isn't what we're doing. Guys, come on. You really want to talk about this? This is what we're doing? Ah, come on. The instincts on this idiot.
You commit just one small little crime on a public stream of a serious news show and continuously taunt the court and brag about it, and they prosecute you for that. I thought this was America.
This is America.
That's what he's getting in trouble for. That's what started it.
So should I have lied to the cops?
Watergate started with a door they put tape on so they could get back in. That's how they got Watergate.
Yeah, Gino doesn't understand that
Should
it
I
was,
lie
you
to the
know,
cops?
it was at the
Don't answer the phone like real men.
it was at
Like real
Stoney's.
men?
Like
No,
these guys
they
don't even know
answered
that it
me
was the
I
because
Stoney's
never
thing.
answer the phone. Me and Anthony Cumia swear by that. So what thing we see eye to eye on, we don't answer the phone. Never.
Well, I'm sorry. Sometimes I answer the phone and they kept calling me repeatedly. And I don't care.
That's when you especially never answer the phone. If someone's trying to really get you, you never answer. You let them text you or email you.
Okay.
Hello, Gino Bisconte here.
I'm getting
What
a phone,
the fuck? Grow up.
I'm getting a
No,
phone call from
see,
St.
here's
Cloud
the-
Police
this is-
Department.
and
Let me
Kevin,
tell
Yeah,
you.
he's gonna
Great timing,
I'll
Chad.
be right back. I'm gonna
Great
fix this
timing
boom
for
while
one of your
we're
little bits.
call from St.
fix
Cloud
this
Police Department right
mic
now. He's
arm while
taking
we're
it.
You've
I'm
been
not
in
actually
this
saying
world
or
too
doing
long where
anything.
You think this is normal fucking behavior. Everyone in this place is suing everyone. You've all lost your fucking.
No one is suing anyone. Gino and Kiki. Karmic thinks people on the East Coast think they're smart. Gino and Kiki are the slowest amongst us. No one sued anyone yet. This is a criminal proceeding.
That's what I'm saying.
Aaron
Gino,
broke a law and is
Gino
being
and Keanu don't
prosecuted
even
for
know
it
what's going on.
by the prosecutor of Stearns County, not by Nick, not by Kayla. He's being prosecuted by the prosecutor for a crime he committed.
Sorry,
Since
we're
Aaron
gonna play this song.
ran around feeling
Turn off for a minute because I love this song.
To felony, it's a circus, can't you see? The toe is bent, the goal is spent, his empire crumbles, all hell sent. April's playlist on repeat, Aaron's lies we can't defeat. The countdown's on, it won't take long to see this piggy squeal his song. This little piggy went to YouTube, this little piggy's on Rumble now. This little piggy begging for dollars, and this little piggy's breaking down. Wow! Every week moving cabin slow, tune in for this little piggy show. Oh, this little piggy ain't missing a thing. Just sit back, laugh, and watch the king.
That's right. It's the better half from This Little Piggy reporting
disavowing.
breaking news.
I'm disavowing that intro. Disavowing. We don't have quorum. This is not a This Little Piggy show.
You're right. You're right. This is a foul. This is a foul on my part. Moody, thanks for being here, buddy. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm sure everyone's bouncing around, watching Haley, watching the subreddits, watching Twitter,
What we're
trying to
doing.
figure out what's going on. I got some boots on the ground stuff I want to go through. I want to talk about what's been happening in the last 24 hours with this case. That is fascinating. And of course, Moody, you just let me know they were running a little bit behind, but it is proceeding now.
Yes.
Okay.
Should
so
be.
Aaron should be right now letting his dumb attorney talk to the judge and the prosecutor about these revenge porn charges. Do you have a prediction for what's going to happen today?
I think he's seeing the inside of jail. He's going to go get booked. I don't know whether that means a third mugshot or not, but I think he's getting booked today. Whether that turns into a sentence immediately or whether it's like it starts later or whether it's weekends, I don't know. But
Okay.
I think it leans to the side of jail rather than not jail.
Yeah, Moody's.
How was he? I tuned in a little bit on the
Moody
show.
needs.
this morning.
Moody
He was
has
trying to
Moody
put on a
internet.
good face and a good front. Did you catch any of that?
I think he's probably going to jail. That's probably why they want him. They want him to come in. But once again, I don't know, man. I'm just going off of what other people are saying. I'm not an attorney and haven't really been keeping total track of this. So.
Okay, so based on the Gino factor, I think he is going to get sentenced to jail time. I don't think he's going to get put into a jail cell. Well, I mean, he might be put in a holding cell while they do the paperwork stuff. So that might happen again. So I'll say he'll end up in the holding cell. He'll have some fun stories from that. But I think they're going to try to work something around because he does have the child support stuff. So they don't want him not working because then that's hurtful for Ashley. You don't want to punish Ashley for this.
That wasn't brought up though. last time.
Well, I
He
don't
was a
generally
homeowner.
consider
He owned Steel Toe Media Inc.
needing to work
You're
and
right.
then
Why would they
going to
bring that
prison,
up?
going to jail.
They did not say he has 3 children, which he pays child support for. They didn't
Isn't
say
that an important
he's a
factor?
father of
Wouldn't you?
3.
Yeah, wouldn't you say that? He has
You'd
50%
think so.
custody. His children rely on him. Oh, that's funny.
For most people, I think being a father is important. For him, the kids
It's a shield.
But
know
the
how, like,
attorney
some
you would
TV
think would be
shows-
like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, how in some TV shows they just forget about the kids. Like, I don't know if you watch Dexter, but like Aster and Cody just disappear after a bit. They like go to live with their grandparents.
Yeah.
I think that's how Aaron sort of treats his kids.
You're
That
saying
is
Aaron's
just
kids aren't
don't really
testing
matter.
well with the target audience? Is that what you're telling me?
Right.
Well-
They're a plot device that gets used from time to time.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Doesn't like
Well, let's talk about boots on the ground. Hopefully, we'll get a call from this fella before it's all
Oh.
said and done. Tukey
Mhm.
is there in St. Cloud. Last minute, he made it happen. Props to him for being there. And we have Hat Guy from the last time when Melton
Guy's in
made the
there.
trip. We have Schizo Sean.
Yeah,
is
no
there.
hats for Patrick.
Yep.
Yep. Sean's
So-
there. Paul Shea is turning
Oh,
up.
Paul Shea is coming. That's amazing.
Mhm.
All right, so
So
let me just give
there's-
you my
there's 4.
account.
Yeah.
All right, this is what I'm seeing so far. Boots on the ground. This afternoon, I decided to call Coach Scott and let him know the potential fireworks at the courthouse. That's only a mile from the gym. He wasn't aware of the sentencing. He was interested in going, but didn't commit to it. Before I knew it, I'd been on the phone with him for 50 minutes and gave me some highlights from that call. And then he updated me. That was from yesterday or last night. Then he updated me that he's 99% sure Coach Scott is also coming. So I don't know if that's been reported, that anyone has seen Coach Scott yet.
I don't know.
That would be funny.
We've lost contact with our boots on the ground because they're in. I assume that they're in the courts at the moment, so they can't have their phones with them. Aaron made very sure of that. Very sure of that last time, and I think we'll go into that a little bit in a little while.
Yeah, so what happened was with Hat Guy, who's there, he went in to use the bathroom. The sheriff stopped him and asked, "Are you here for the Imholte sentencing?" And so this was like an hour or two before the trial was set for. And so he told him, tell you and your buddies, you better leave the electronics in the car. We're going to be cracking down on that. So they are very aware of Aaron's presence and the internet presence here.
Even before that, Aaron actually dobbed them into the cops. Aaron arrived early and he went in and then left the courthouse, went back to his car, which is parked in the usual spot. And the cops then came
You shouldn't have a
out
usual
and-
spot at the courthouse. Not good.
Having a usual spot at court is weird. But knowing that someone else has a usual spot is also weird.
Right.
Let's be clear about that.
Yep.
But this the cops came in and spoke with both Schizo Sean and Hat Guy and asked them, like, don't think about bringing in anything with you. Like, are you here to harass this guy? and he's they're like, no, we're just here to observe. So Aaron is throwing around the H word again today, a lot.
Of course he is. And of course we reported on this that I guess I talked about this on Dabble Point yesterday, but Aaron was trying to get it so that Nick Rekieta was not going to be allowed to be in the courtroom with him. That was denied. Nick is there supporting his wife,
Yeah.
Kayla.
It's not a good look to be trying to take away your victim's support network during your sentencing. I don't think
Bringing in the
he
HRO
has-
as evidence was crazy, I thought.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he's capable of seeing himself through the eyes of other people. So that's what that was about. He's trying to say,
We'll just
look,
keep it
that
there.
guy's harassing me, and he doesn't think beyond like what's it going to look like if I'm taking away the victim support network, and then she can rewrite her victim impact statement to reflect that.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, and remember Aaron was
she's
going to have this.
She gets to read her victim impact statement. she's revised it since after he tried to keep Nick out. I'm sure she's going to mention, I don't have it, I've never accessed it, but I assume that she says that this guy, even to this day, is trying to take away my support network and ensure that I can't get on with my life.
Yeah, and rightfully so. And she'd have pretty good evidence to back that up. John O'Reilly, Sean reportedly videotaped Aaron in his car. Yes, I heard about that too. So we'll get some interesting footage. I'm not saying we should be filming people out in public and stuff, but it'll be interesting to see what happens.
You're allowed to do that. Don't follow people where they don't want to be followed. If you're in public, do whatever, but please don't speak or harass people on anyone's behalf.
Right.
At all, full stop. Don't harass people.
Right. Whether you think we told you to or not, just don't do it either way.
Yeah.
So Nick's HRO hearing has been scheduled for October 24th. Interestingly enough, Patrick's has not been scheduled yet. And Moody, I think the reason for that is that they're hoping that whatever comes out of Nick's trial will help them with.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sign
it's
in there.
Weird because there's mentions of both from each other.
I've already almost doxed myself like
there's
3 times on this stream logging into things. I'm not logging into anything else.
But also not, it's very hazy how they're related, but I assume the outcome of one will impact the other one. It's all the same lawyers. It's the same, I guess it's the same, what is it? Petitioner. The defendants are different. That's the only real difference between the two.
Yeah,
it's about the
supposed
same
to be
event.
Getting close.
It was supposed to be 20 days.
13 minutes.
Patrick, and it's just been indefinite, unfortunately. But
yes, it's 20 business days from when you request a hearing as the respondent to an HRO. But it's been, I guess, like 60, would be about 60 by now.
At least, yeah. Business days you're talking about, yeah.
60 to 70 days. Yeah.
All right, so this is the big news that came out this week. Now, the order of pretrial conditional release violation report attached. And this got up on the subreddits, and immediately people started speculating that this has to do. And when did this drop, actually? Oh, so this was on 9/29. So this is just yesterday? Gosh,
yesterday.
This is happening so fast. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Weeks happen in days.
It really is. So the day before his sentencing hearing, Aaron gets hit with a violation of release conditions. And Moody, do you want to speak to that a little bit? Explain what that means?
So when Aaron was arrested, and rather than like leaving him in jail while he awaits trial, he's released under he's posted bail. So he's allowed to go back into the community, but he's got some restrictions on that. So some of those restrictions are there to protect the victim, or I guess alleged victim, from from harm. So things like he's not allowed to go near the victim's house. He's not allowed to be within so many yards of the victim. He can't say anything disparagingly, direct or indirect. It's very much similar to like a restraining order, but these are release conditions. It's not a restraining order yet. And one of those is because Aaron has a radio show or an online show on YouTube, and this is where all the harassment's been happening. He's not allowed to talk about Kayla Ricada at all on that show or any other show where he has control.
Yes, no one can talk about her on any show in which he has control. And so there's a lot of speculation that Gino fucked this up for him.
Yes. He hasn't banned the word Kayla in the chat. Like, there's a lot of stuff he just hasn't done. But yes, Gino ruined it for him last time. So this is the hat trick for Gino, because Gino spoke to the cops initially. Like, when the revenge porn stuff happened, they got in touch with Gino and Keanu, and Gino and Keanu talked to the cops, which something you shouldn't do. But they talked to the cops and told them that the picture existed, they saw it, and it came from Aaron, which is everything that they really needed to go after Aaron. So Aaron refers to them as the people responsible for putting him in jail.
Yes,
So
he said that at the
was-
12th anniversary or 11th anniversary show. That's how he
he
introduced
said
them.
that over and over again. Once they
Yeah.
made up after that, he called them up and like said, here's the knife.
Gino
from
and
my
Keanu
bag,"
still
and
don't know
all
what the
that sort
fuck
of
is
language.
going on.
He doesn't realize it's him that did that to himself. He's the one that did the crime. Gino and Keanu just didn't want to not talk about it.
He's showing a lack of remorse for the crime. He's acting like this
Yeah,
happened to him.
Yes, he sees this as something Nick is doing rather than
Yeah.
something that Kayla has happened to Kayla. So
Right.
the whole way he's thinking about, and look, maybe Nick is doing that. I don't know. I think they're genuinely troubled by the vicious way that Aaron's been talking about them and all the like intimate stuff he's shared about them. This is only one of the very invasive things that Aaron has shared about the life that they've had together. And yeah, this is the one that is a crime. And so they've reported it, and it's the cops going after.
What's surprising?
I think Nick is actually going after Aaron for all the bullshit that he was saying after the breakup. I think it is sort of a revenge for Nick, but Aaron still committed the crime, so
Myself, but what's crazy to me is that Gino still doesn't get it. He still doesn't understand how serious this is. He's just like, oh, what do you, everyone just suing each other? It's like, no, this is like felony. This is a felony that your friend was arrested for.
He doesn't get what's happening because he keeps targeting Kayla, keeps calling her a whore for whatever reason, and then chastises people
which
for
is just
judging Aaron or like
his friend
making
Aaron
fun of Aaron, even
the
though
most.
they've never met the guy. He's never met Kayla. Like,
Right.
why is he COVID obsessed with Kayla? Like, it's COVID levels of obsessed, which is the maximum level for Gino.
Right.
Obsessed with Kayla.
So let's get it. But I watched Gino on MLC last night when this document that we're going to look at came out, and Gino still wasn't understanding what was going on.
So before that, the reason that after the trial and stuff was going on, there was a plea deal that was reached, which was Aaron would pay $50 and Aaron would pay $50 and that's it. Like that would be
some type of probation or something. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But a $50 fine and that's it. And Aaron, like that hasn't been signed off by the judge yet. So it's a thing that's just like, it's, I guess, preliminary until the judge says, yes, I agree to this and finalizes it. It still hasn't happened yet. But Aaron went on his show and started essentially bragging about it. First, he tried to be remorseful and saying like, I did a terrible thing and basically admitted to the crime, which he shouldn't be doing. Because what ends up happening, a plea deal basically says, I'm going to plead guilty and in return, this is the punishment that I'm going to get.
Or
but
oftentimes a plea deal is often the prosecutor saying, okay, we'll reduce the charges to this if you plead guilty to this. Right? So I would never take a plea deal where I'm pleading to a felony.
Right. Sometimes you might, like if it's a felony and you've I guess the punishment for it, the sentence for it is relatively light compared to what you could get, like death penalty versus like life in prison. You might take a plea deal in that sort of case, right? But so the plea deal, you plead for it, and this is it's all sort of like preliminary. It's like, here's what we plan to do. And then until the judge signs off on it, it's just a plan. If it ends up falling through, the prosecution can't use the fact that you plead guilty there as evidence of your guilt. So it sort of like creates this little bubble around the negotiations. Right. What they can use, though, is if you say have like a internet radio show where you go on there and say,
by Gino.
I did the crime.
Yeah,
that could be used as evidence.
That was so stupid. And Aaron keeps praising his attorney. Right. His attorney's not giving him good advice. I just want to talk about this real quick because DD88. So Gino was in the Merce chat yesterday saying Melton is suing Aaron for defamation. Like they literally confuse criminal and civil law all the time, both Gino and Keanu. Luigi Greenberg is here. This isn't a case of suing each other. This is a case of being prosecuted by the state of Minnesota. Yes. There's no civil action.
Gino
yet.
and Keanu don't even know what
I think that was a fake Gino
is
as well.
being what.
Like
you can't,
you need to be sure.
Sure.
Yeah, there's lots of fake people.
Like even with the
running around,
HROs,
so
like
I don't know.
I think the HRO
Yeah,
stuff
everything's
is
fake,
Nick
though.
suing.
That's a good point.
Or something like Nick and
ends up
Melton are
signing that
suing
plea
Aaron.
deal, like that plea agreement, and in the
Because
time
the HROs
between
stuff,
the
like
plea
they don't
agreement and
have
the
no idea what it
sentencing,
is they think is
he
going
goes
on, but
holiday
it's
to
not
Florida
correct.
and takes a few days off of streaming the Steel Toe Morning Show, and brings in Keanu and Gino to fill in for him. Before going on, he tells Keanu and Keanu, he tells them that they're able to answer, go nuts, tell them whatever they want to hear. And he directed his audience to ask them questions that he normally can't answer. Which
What a fucking
is
idiot.
Absolutely.
And also,
absolutely
Moody,
about
how weird is it that he needed a substitute when he was off the air? He thinks so highly of his show. He's like, well, I won't be there, but I definitely will need someone to fill in for me while I'm not there. And who would say yes to that?
he the way he phrases it, he says like he needs to keep his muscle memory going for having a morning show in the event that he gets back on radio. The one I think is more important that he doesn't pay attention to is FCC regulations. It's like, if you want the muscle memory, do the FCC muscle memory, not the waking up to do a show at 6 a.m.
Because that's what Opie does. That Opie censors himself and tries to do a radio show on YouTube to prove he still has those chops. It's not working, but at least he does that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at this affidavit that Aaron submitted. So this last night,
just before, so they did that, and then this. So I just want to finish the story.
Yes, please.
Finish the story, Moody.
The week before the sentencing, they ended up filing a release condition violation, very similar to what you just pulled up earlier, and telling Aaron that he needs to come into the court rather than it being a remote hearing. And that's when they revealed, hey, you violated it with this Gino and Keanu thing. And the judge said she wasn't impressed. The court is not impressed, Mr. Imholte, and asked him if he wanted to proceed with sentencing today, saying that I'm not going to accept the plea deal as is, hinting that jail time needs to be added to it. And they said, nope, we don't want sentencing today. Kick it down the road to October. And that was supposed to be October 2nd. And in the meantime, he's been good, but the release conditions still stand. And he ended up having that anniversary show where Gino went on a tirade against Kayla. Schizo Sean was there. He filmed it, and that was posted on YouTube. And that is apparently the next. That's the violation that's being talked about here.
Yes.
But Gino does not understand that.
And that
this is
brings us
Aaron's
to
response to this. So this is yesterday, late in the day. My name is Aaron Imholte. As part of my conditions of release from September 3rd, 2024, I was prohibited from directly or indirectly talking about, disparaging, and or harassing Kayla Ricada online on social media and or during any online broadcast show that I participate in or have control of. Probation submitted
He's trying to make it an issue of it being online versus in person with that line, I think.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense. I would do the same thing.
He's trying to get off on a technicality.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, is it a technicality, though? I mean, if he was in a bar going, Kayla Ricada is a cunt, and screaming that over and over again, I mean, he could still do that. It's not broadcasting it.
I mean, like, yeah, it's
But
like if nobody knows.
If you're told to not go on your show, to go on your online-based show and talk about Kayla Ricada, and then you're like, okay, well, I'll make a live version of that show and bring on the same people that violated it last time to violate it in a similar way. It's like the spirit of what was there. To me, it feels like an escalation. Because rather than it being online and quite distant,
Remember,
Gino
only
and
illegal
Keanu
if you
weren't
get
even
caught.
in Minnesota when they were on the show last time.
Right.
But to do it 1 hour away from the victim's physical location, I think is an escalation.
Yeah, well, we'll find out soon. what the judge decides on that. So probation submitted on conditional release violation September 29th. I hosted an event at Stoney's Bar in Rockville, Minnesota on or around July 26, 2025. Wait, he's that drunk? He's not sure what date it was? I did not broadcast this event. I did not record the event. The event was not online. I did not broadcast any portion of the event online or on social media in any way. I did not give anyone permission to record the event. 6, during the event, I did not say anything about Kayla Requeda. And 7, I specifically asked Gino Bisconti not to make any statements about Kayla during this comedy routine. I sent him the attached text in advance to the event to emphasize that no comments should be made. This is my favorite thing that's happened this week. There's a lot of fun things that are happening. This right here.
It's great. It's
amazing.
This is such a good screenshot.
Imagine submitting this as your evidence. This is to show that you're the one who's not guilty of this. Nick is now gunning for me through shit you guys say. It's gay, I know, but just don't do anything that could give him a reason to fuck me over. Now, does this sound like a guy who's concerned about what he's done to the victim and worried about Kayla?
No, it's a guy who doesn't want to get into trouble. Calling the court order gay. I've got these gay conditions I need to...
Also, he's saying right here, I was going to say implying, he's not even implying. He's saying right here that it has nothing to do with Kayla. It's Nick who's doing this. So that, again, shows that he's unaware of the victim and the harm he's done.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Happening to him.
Yes. And that it's Nick doing it rather than he was the perpetrator of a crime with a victim. He doesn't see it that way still.
It's crazy that his attorney would allow him to submit this.
Yeah, it's also very there's a lot of things wrong with this because this does not really exonerate him. He's claiming that he sent this. He never says the date that he sent this.
True.
So it could be 11:28 a.m. on any day. It could have been on the same day that he sent this because this is the result of a search and it says 15 out of 15 results found. So this is the last entry of, I suppose he was searching Nick, the word Nick. Are you telling me that they haven't said Nick after that point?
It was at this moment that he knew.
Or with Gino?
He fucked up.
Like, why is this the 15th result? Is there...
Yeah, you're saying this could be like a day ago. You're saying.
Yes.
It was at this moment that he
very
knew.
Recent.
He fucked up.
This could have been sent the day after the thing happened. Like, because they did a couple shows from his house as well.
That's true. All right. What's crazy about this is that he thought this was going to be enough to explain to the judge, I did everything I could to stop them from disparaging Kayla. It's just the opposite. This doesn't tell me anything. It just says, don't give him a reason to fuck me over. And I'm pretty sure, I remember listening to it, Gino's stand-up routine, he might have never even said the name Kayla. We all knew.
But he makes...
We all knew who he was talking
very
about.
clear references to her.
Oh, yeah. We all knew.
Because it was specific. It's like, just this woman, this whore with any number of kids. It could be like 4 or maybe even 5 kids. I don't know anyone about that, but some woman with 5 kids is, and then he would go on to talk about her. So it's like, yeah, you're talking about Kayla and her husband. Like it is very clear who it was.
But it's okay because Aaron was outside having a conversation and Gino was drunk. So it's all good, Your Honor.
It's debatable because in the clip, you could hear Aaron in the back of the room yell out, "No more."
Yes.
Aaron
was aware.
He tells Gino to stop.
Yep.
Quite
definitely
a bit
aware what
into
was
his
going on.
tirade.
That's funny. Supertip.gg/WATP. I think Adam is mad at me for constantly calling him out for not talking into his microphone. The cunt won't even look at me. Oh shit, this isn't producer Chris's text thread.
I banged Sir C. Lannister on the set of Sarah Connor Chronicles. She said I was better than her brother Jamie.
I wouldn't mind motorboating Ava's big fucking tits.
Alexa, order more peanut butter, please.
I hope I don't get to the point where I have to hit the streets of West Hollywood and put these donkey lips to use. You guys don't want me to have to do that, right?
SP.
Give
if
me
I don't reach the
money
goal,
then.
Wow, hitting all the storylines with that one. Well done. Sean giving us $5. Thank you very much, Sean. Always appreciate that support. We're still waiting on Boots on the Ground to call in. I have the link out to Hat Guy. Tukey has the link. Hopefully we hear info. I'm kind of checking my resources. You see anything happening, Moody? Any new news?
Yeah. So Hat Guy posted a picture, a sketch of Aaron walking into the courtroom on the subreddit.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
If you want to share that.
Oh, that is very funny. Let's see if I can pop this on the screen. Raper Butt, will SJ appear and give expert testimony on being an online idiot? It's not a bad idea. It's probably a good strategy if I'm them to maybe do that. No, why isn't that showing up? All right, I'll have to get back to that. I think it's.
Do you want me to pull it up?
Sure. While you're doing that,
is it the picture on?
Brooks says Blind Mike sent me. Thanks, Blind Mike. Thanks, Brooks. And Dankenstein is taking people to court gay. Moody?
Depends.
Depends what the answer is it's gay. Yes, it is gay. So that looks. Wow, I feel like I'm there right now.
Yeah.
Why does he have pink lined paper? What's he doing? Good artist, though.
I like that he turned the paper sideways to make it look like he's behind bars, like he's in jail.
Oh, is that why I did that? Okay, that makes sense. I didn't really understand all the nuance and the creativity of that, I guess.
He captured his receding hairline very well. These are classic Imholte glasses with the beady eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And the multiple chins and lack of sideburn. It's all right. I mean, it's fine.
So, all right, I'm just looking at our Steel Toe subreddit here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is specifically what you were just talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Toe faked the text. So someone in NLO's chat pointed out at the bottom of the text message, okay, so this is what we were just talking about. Read at 11:28 a.m. by Gino, which I believe means it was read the day of the screen cap. Oh, that's a good point, too.
Not necessarily read the day of the screen cap, because you can, I don't know what he's got some sort of Android phone, so I don't know exactly what app this is, but the read receipts on something like WhatsApp tells you the time on the day that it was read if you have them on.
Okay. E-Rock says, can someone walk into the courtroom and make the motion of tapping their watch and the judge knows it's time to wrap it up? Seriously. We got who are these broadcasters coming up in about 20 minutes? We don't have much more time to talk about this. Seems pretty clear that Toe sent the message yesterday to cover his ass, which makes it even dumber. The other thing, too, is that if it is 11:28 a.m., why would that be the time that you would tell people about what we're doing tonight at the live show that starts at 8?
He could be just getting things ready. He was going about his morning because it's after the morning show. But this was on a Saturday, so
this was on a Saturday.
There was no morning show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the timing's fine. It doesn't say when it was sent. Maybe it was sent at 11:28 and then it was read by Gino. But he took the screenshot yesterday. We know that, or I guess we know that. And he was searching he searched Ricada. If you go back to the top.
Right. Ricada is the keyword there.
It says, so it says Ricada. But is the word Ricada in the word Ricada is not in there?
No. So is that like an AI
So
thing where
what's-
it knows what it's talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what that's, because the word Ricada doesn't show up in there.
Oh, I also sent the link to Kelly, our buddy Ghost of Cabby, but he thought he might be working
nice.
today. So yeah, if he does show up, he might show up. So this is boots on the ground. Yep, hat guy hanging with Coach Scott, with a lot of nice things to say about Coach Scott.
Because Coach Scott is within walking distance of
Which
courthouse.
subreddit are they on?
Right. All right. So this is something I was looking at
It's
today.
a very
that
small town.
I wanted to show you this.
Oh, it's just okay. It's
so
just
this
our
is from
steel toe.
Aaron's show this morning, and I don't care what he's talking about, but you can just get a sense of what the people in the chat are saying.
That's
a
what I
lot
was
of
just
talk
looking at.
about prison, a lot of questions about what's going to happen, where's Gordy going to
Alrighty. Locked up.
happen, where's Gordy going to go.
He can't admit that he's nervous about anything until after the fact. Because, after the plea deal, where he thought it was finalized, but it wasn't finalized, he said, "This has been like the worst year of my life. This has been such a big thing hanging over me, and I
All right, our steel toe seems to be the one to seems to be the one to
then
watch.
be taken away from him, and he needs to go back to that reality. And now it's D-Day. It's not good. He's not in a good space.
But that's what I mean, Moody. Like, that would be compelling if you wanted to talk about like what you're going through. And yeah, I'm stressed out. Like, this is a big day. And if you talk about it generally, but I think people would be tuned in for that. They'd be captivated by that, wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to,
and there weren't a lot of people watching. There's like 500. Yeah, I guess.
Right.
He can't admit it unless he's in court. Then he's terrified. From,
yes.
from
Aren't you afraid of Nick Rekieta? Right? You're afraid, right? Oh yeah. I'm afraid of Nick Rekieta.
He refused to say he was afraid until the recess that they had, and then suddenly he remembered how scared he was.
Yeah. So I was listening to Haley this morning on Pretty Antisocial, and she was replaying when Aaron was arrested the first time back in September of last year. And, it was that long Labor Day weekend, and he went out to the cabin, and he recounts that day. He's going, I had the best weekend. I was with the kids. And then we went out to the state fair on Sunday, and then we did this thing and whatever he was doing in the water. But then he admits that when the police showed up Tuesday morning to take him to jail, that he was terrified of what that was going to be, and he was dreading it. It's like, how can you have the best weekend of your life while you're terrified and dreading what's going to happen when you get back home? It can't be both things.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just his lies. His lies are so obvious.
Yeah, you're a lying liar who lies. That's
right.
That's how.
Right. Daddy Poopy coming in.
My name is Carl, and I don't know shit about guitar amplifiers.
You can still buy tubes for a JCM 800. Carl, it's pretty common. The piece of a tube amp that you need to be concerned about are the caps. Over time, these essentially dry up and have to be replaced.
Fuck you, Carl.
All right, Daddy Poopy. Fair enough. Tubes are going away, though. Tubes are going away.
You ladies don't know this, but I'm hung like a donkey.
Good for you. I don't know if that's anonymous or if that's Donkey Lips telling us about that. Sometimes these guys get stuck on here, Moody. Has that ever happened to you?
Did you hit pause afterwards?
No, all right. Sometimes I just got to go to a different one, and then I can get it off the screen.
Have to step away for a minute.
It's all good.
We're reworking a lot of stuff.
This isn't a show. This is a hang. This is a. I was going to watch this stuff anyway, so
Been reworking it.
watch it with me,
Well, that would make sense then.
or
Very
go watch
good.
it yourself. It's,
All right. Well,
you know all the
I think
flavors.
we only have about like 10 minutes left to
And paid
go. And
someone
have you
who-
seen any new updates or anything coming in?
So
Nothing
Patrick
new that
Melton
I
is
can
caught
see.
up
I
to
think everyone's still in court.
Carl.
I'm sure this will take longer than anyone intended, and it started late, so I don't think we'll get anything until an hour or so from now.
Do you think that this taking longer is a good thing for Aaron or a bad thing for Aaron?
Ralph is just still watching Aaron shit.
I don't know. Medium thing probably. It's always going to take a bit because Kayla's going to take a while to read her statement. They're going to need to do a back and
Kayla's
forth. They've
doing-
entered this evidence into
Haley's doing the same
into
old
the
thing.
sentencing,
All
so
right.
they're going to have to talk about that. So
Right.
yeah,
This
it
little
looks like
piggy,
it's-
or
it's
who?
taking
Carl's the
longer
only
than-
ones that's actually
it's
talking
gonna
about
take
stuff
longer.
here.
Seems that way.
Everybody else is just watching Aaron shit.
Yep. This is unfortunate. It's unfortunate for us. We were hoping to have some breaking news today.
I was watching the movie Blood in, Blood Out. I'm already versed on jail life, as it were. Now, Cinderella, go get yourself a fella.
Give me some chon chon.
Aaron really does think that his life is a movie. He does live in a fantasy life and world where he compares everything to movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's been it's an interesting week. Like there's a lot that's going to come out of this. I think even if it's a light sentence, which he could come out of there with not going to jail or anything. But if Aaron walks away from this thinking that he got away with it, we're going to see a new level of Aaron unleashed. And it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be so good.
That's actually that's actually a really good point. Aaron, the more he gets away with stuff, the more he digs himself into a hole in the ground. So yes, I actually, no matter what the outcome is, and I'm not rooting for jail time. I'm not rooting for anything bad to happen. I'm just interested in it. It's
This
just
is the
fascinating to
attached
me,
text.
and I want to see
That's
what happens
supposedly
next.
from the.
But
the thing where he-
regardless, what we want is we want Aaron on the.
This is supposedly the attached text from the statement that he sent in yesterday about telling Gino not to say anything.
Way to contact any inmate in the jail. And I'm thinking maybe we set up an interview with one of Aaron's inmates, like co-inmates, and ask him about what he thinks of the toe and how being in jail with the toe is like.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's
That's an interesting angle.
We could do an
right
interview.
there.
We could do an interview with one of the inmates. They have video calling. You can send them some money so you can give them a thank you in return, and just have them as like a weekly on the ground reporter for us on the inside.
This is
telling us
brilliant.
how things are going.
That would actually be.
So this little piggy
That would actually
for
be
the
pretty
next
cool.
however many episodes we have to do this for, we find a different inmate of a different race. So we'll start easy. We'll get a white guy to start off.
Yeah.
But then I want to know how the blacks feel about Aaron, and maybe the Hispanics. We'll see what they're thinking about this guy.
Well, you got to wait a couple of weeks for Aaron to get
That's a
out and
brilliant
about.
idea, Booty. You
get
cut
around.
their show live.
Get
Thank you
known.
for that.
To start with the white guys for the first couple of
It's,
weeks, and then, or for the first
we need to do
3 or 4 episodes, and
a
then
bit of research. I mean, we don't want any insane.
and then try to find some blacks and Hispanics. and
Find someone
stuff.
who's done property damage or something like that.
Yeah, maybe not.
Well,
murder.
what is it? A county jail? It's not going to be anything. It's not going to be like a mass murder or something.
There could be like domestic violence people in there. I'm not too keen on talking to one
Sure.
of those guys.
But we could talk to a pedo or two, right? That's fine.
I thought we did already. Isn't that the whole Dabble verse?
That's right. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Our friend. We're
Right.
sweeping for him all the time.
Other thing that, the other thing that happened is Gino went on MLC yesterday, and
yes,
he's learned very, very late, but he's learned to not say the name Kayla. He doesn't say Kayla anymore. He will
Way
say
too late.
that person. Right.
Also, hey, on MLC, fucking go wild, Gino. That's when you can do that shit, you idiots.
Right. But I really think that there's there's going to be a breakup between the Viscontis and Aaron, because Aaron is going to blame them for this. He already is blaming them for this in this affidavit. He's blamed them for it. So that's only going to increase, and Gino's just going to yell back, I didn't do shit. I didn't put you in jail. You did that to yourself. And Aaron's just, that resentment's going to keep growing, and then Keanu will give her reckons from the side, and it's just, I think we're going to see a fallout.
Oh yeah, it's happening. It's already happening, for sure. And
they won't be able to defend Aaron.
I can't believe they have been.
Well, can't you? I mean, can't you believe?
Well, just because the back and forth with their relationships has been back and forth nonstop, and the fact that they go all the way one way or all the way the other way is what's so crazy to me. When I talked to Gino directly about Aaron, it's like there was a time a year ago he'd be like, "Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. Fuck that guy." And Keanu's going, "Yeah, he's a dork, whatever." And then all of a sudden they're just like defending him on every front. You're like, what?
They don't really defend him. They hop from, like, if you say anything about Aaron, he'll say, yeah, but Kayla and Nick, they're worse. And it's like, we're not talking about Nick and Kayla at the moment. We're talking about Aaron. But he doesn't get that. It's like his hatred of Kayla, which is inexplicable to me. I don't know why he hates Kayla so much. I don't know what she's done to him. But I don't know. Yeah, but that hatred of Kayla has eclipsed any sort of criticism
super
he's
weird
got against Aaron. Yesterday, he was
How
saying
much
on
Gino
MLC that he was criticizing Nick
seems
for
to
being a
hate
guy who is spending
Kayla
all this money
Ricada.
on
It's
lawsuits
weird.
instead of therapy for his kids.
Yep.
The only person who spent money on lawsuits so far has been Aaron.
Yeah.
And Aaron's kids absolutely need therapy with the amount of stuff he's put them through. So, I mean, he's angry at Nick for the things that Aaron is actually doing.
Yeah. And, well, first up, Blackcast, Christian Blatt, great show. And I was going for the Bears. That's right. WATB, who are these broadcasters, will be on right after this. It starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, actually just a little bit before 2 p.m. Eastern. So stick around for that. Also, I'm doing a bonus show at 5 o'clock today. So if you are a member on our Patreon or our YouTube, like Jim tells you, just became a member, you will see we're doing an episode of Living in the Past with Stuttering John today at 5 p.m. Eastern Times with Jenny Jingles and producer Chris. So tune in for that bonus show. The other thing I wanted to say, though, to that point, Moody, is it tells you how venomous Aaron must be when talking about Kayla to Gino and Keanu, that they would be so upset on his behalf. Like, what kind of shit? Like, if you told me the most awful things you could tell me about a mutual friend of ours or someone I'd never met, I wouldn't be as upset with them as Gino is with Kayla. I'd be like, Moody doesn't get along with them.
Right.
I trust Moody, he's probably a prick, but I wouldn't work it into my stand-up act.
He hates her so much. And especially with this whole, like, you can't criticize people unless you've met them thing that Gino has, the same way that Keanu has the you can't share texts without permission or getting updated permission thing that she has. And then they completely go back on those moral lines that they've laid out. It's like, you're laying out these values and you're trapping yourself. I don't know. You can't look at them as one.
You girl Megan just sent this to me. Schizo Sean has an update.
Oh.
God, he is such an awkward looking man, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
wouldn't your arms be
like,
out as you're walking a little bit?
This looks like the Ministry of
It's
Silly
Sean
Walks from
TV.
Monty Python.
Monty Python, right? Why are his arms straight down at his sides like that?
John Cleese is inventing a new silly wall. He's trying out a new silly wall.
It's Slender Man. Run! Hide the children. Fantastic. All right, well, Moody, thanks, man. Thank you so much for joining me on this show. I wish we had news. I wish we had things to report. I was hoping we would have boots on the ground report, but it sounds like the sentencing is still going.
It looks like there's some updates.
All right, what do you got? What's the update?
Let me Girl Friday is saying 15 days in jail is
oh.
what she said.
Oh
shit! Breaking news right here.
Mm-hmm.
So is that all that she's saying?
15 days.
Is it
It's
consecutive?
Literally 15 days in jail. 3 minutes ago, she's posted that. Yeah, that's.
Oh, we got it. 15 days in jail for Aaron Imholte.
Oh,
Okay.
Rocco's on with Patrick.
Okay, tune into Patrick's show, everybody. We got to get out of here. If you want more stuff on here, go over to Nobody Like
about law. So he does have to pay that $50 surcharge.
Yes. Ticky-tacky.
Supervised probation for 2 years. Victim servicement assessment fee, which is $1,000. He has to complete a diagnostic assessment.
Oh no!
Complete cognitive skills program.
Cognitive.
They're going to take DNA samples.
What for what?
I don't. The big thing was like contributing alcohol to his behavior.
Yes, he doesn't drink though. Did he say that? I don't drink, Your Honor.
Well, he made a statement. Kayla made her impact statement first. She called Aaron a friend, or well, she thought she had a friend, but he turned out to be a monster manipulator who uses her private life for his show. Aaron knows what he is doing.
Get the news right now.
Aaron tries to make himself a victim. This was interesting. Kayla said that she has panic attacks now thinking about going to St. Cloud. And there are 2 specific places that her children like to go in St. Cloud. And she literally gets panic attacks and all these things, which Aaron addressed in his statement, saying he will never, ever go to those 2 places
Did he get a felony?
So does not.
Did he get a felony?
What's
That's
that?
a good question.
He did not. No.
Okay.
No, it's gross misdemeanor. He never got a felony.
Got it.
Ah.
Yeah, tell us more about Aaron's impact statement.
Okay, so Aaron's impact statement. Sean, fill in any blanks that I might have missed. But Aaron started. People have harassed him at every turn. Okay, Aaron's statement. Aaron left the polycule in the lowest headspace of his life, but now through therapy, he's become a better partner, father, and Christian. He has been redeemed by his Savior, Jesus Christ.
So there was a lot of this. There was a lot of leaning on the religious stuff.
Oh man,
totally leaning on the religion. The brother toe was in full effect, dude.
Everybody seems to get religion when they're about to go into the
he loves
into the
his
slammer.
kids and wants to put them on a righteous path, especially his son, who he wants to, not turn out to be a piece of shit like him. We loved each other once. Aaron said that in his statement to Kayla. Last time, Aaron will never be at the 2 places in St. Cloud. People have harassed Aaron at every turn, sending people to take pictures and video of him. Gino, he totally wrote off. He said, if the court will take mercy on me, I will never work with Gino Bisconte again. That is a quote. I will never work with Gino Bisconte again.
Look at my notes.
It's just crazy, man. He said Schizo Sean is an agent of someone. Yeah, he meant Melted, but what did he say? He said
someone I have an HRO against.
Of someone I have an HRO against.
Yeah, it looks like Haley's got some insiders there.
Schizo Sean is there?
An HRO. What's that?
Schizo Sean is there?
Yeah, Schizo Sean is here.
Oh boy. So
yeah.
This was his big epiphany letter, I imagine, that he wrote last June. Just dusted it off.
I guess, man. But there was a lot of Jesus. He started bringing up the fact that he has an HRO against it, but
heavy into Jesus. We know. Like Sundays are about members, shows, and football.
Dude, he was trying to cry, but like when he was talking about his kids, but like it was like karmic crying the other day.
Sounded like he talked about Kayla.
Sean is saying it almost sounded like he was crying when he was talking about Kayla, but dude, you know when someone's crying and when like, because like once everything was done, he stood up, he smiled, he shook his, like there was there were crocodile tears to say the least. It was all about how he's a victim, so he had to bring up the fact that he took an HRO against Nick because Nick shared intimate photos of him at a live event. So he knows how Kayla feels. I'm a changed man. You'll never see me here again, he told the judge. And at the end, he closed it off by saying, all praise be to Jesus Christ, and may God have mercy on my soul.
Oh, it's like the letter he wrote to April, where he's like, I did this. I'm a monster.
Right.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
Kayla's impact speech was, very good. There, again, I mean, did you know that this picture was of
so
a partially
terrible.
revealed left nipple?
No, I didn't. Nobody's ever seen the photo or except Gino.
Right.
I mean,
well, that's what Aaron's lawyer was saying. He's like, no one's ever even seen this picture, and he described it as all it is a partially exposed left nipple. Right? That was the quote.
I thought Gino described it as exposed breasts. They could be going back and like lying about this. I mean,
I don't know. But a good line from Kayla's impact statement was, Todd Peterson told me to shut my eyes because Aaron can't shut his mouth.
yeah, I knew that was in there. I think I leaked that line out a while ago. That's a great line.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. That's
It is a good
that's a
line.
mic drop line. What was the when you go into the court, was Aaron already in there? Give us the mood, kind of like
Yeah, so I went into the hall and I immediately saw Schizo Sean, and I saw Paul Shea, and about, I don't know, 5 other people. There's a woman, a couple women, and another guy who looked like a more handsome Trucker Andy. I thought it was Trucker Andy. Not that Trucker Andy is not handsome, but it looked like Trucker Andy, but it wasn't Trucker Andy. But I'm just like, okay, who here is from Kiwi Farms? Who here is from this? Matt's mother was there, and she's a big Tukey fan. We were just talking to her before.
Oh, Matt.
I called you.
Oh yeah. So
Matt,
who
his
is there to
co-host
support
Matt.
Aaron? Was Matt there?
No one. Not a single person was there to support Aaron. No one, which is insane to me.
So hold on,
If
Matt's
your parents
mother
weren't
came,
dead,
but not
don't
Matt.
you think they would come?
Matt didn't come.
There's no Matt. No, Matt's mom came.
What the fuck?
She said that she has told Matt to find better friends. She yelled out because she saw I did a recorded video of Tukey outside the courthouse. There was no one to interview, really. And I don't want to interview Matt's mom. I don't want to fucking put her
Just
out
had to
there.
go do something.
Did they bring up
Print
the
is finished.
violation first? That the live show and stuff? What they talk about?
Yeah. They brought up the live show stuff and how that was a violation
New mask.
because they kept saying it was broadcasted and it was live streamed and all this stuff. And you could see Aaron was getting like visibly like he was shaking his head, like, because he was right. I mean, they weren't live streamed.
Yeah, of course, but you
did end
can't
up getting
explain
broad-
any of this to a judge who has no idea what this world entails. Like,
Right. Well, the funny fucking thing is, like, sitting right behind Aaron is the guy who recorded the whole live thing.
Yes.
And that never came up, which was funny. Get the song right behind Aaron as they're arguing whether this should be used or not. Because, because that's the thing. Aaron's lawyer was trying to, he was like, listen, Judge, anyone can make an accusation. We need to have, but where is the proof? Like, how do we know, this was a violation of, the conditions of release or whatever? And she's like, are you telling me you want to have another hearing about this evidence? Because this is sentencing. And he's like, no, I'm just saying, like, they could bring anything and say, oh, this was a violation. And she's like, but we have structures in place. People review this before it comes to us. Like, I've never heard of this. Like, you wanting, she's like, I'm trying to be clear. Like, do you want another hearing on this? And he's like, nah. He's like, nah, it don't seem like he was trying something. Like, I don't know what he was trying to do. But yeah, because of that live recording, they were looking to, I don't know what he was looking to do, but he just wanted to take it into the judge's consideration, I guess. Like, you don't really, like, Aaron didn't broadcast this. This wasn't Aaron's radio show, which, that was, like, basically a stipulation. Like, live shows wasn't necessarily in the stipulation, I guess. But, again, someone already reviewed this evidence.
Pretty bad right
and
there.
they said, no, yeah, it is. So
what
but that can be fixed.
What was the prosecution looking for? Did they ask for more?
The prosecution wasn't. No, they weren't asking. Oh well, yeah. Prosecution was looking for 45 days. They brought up the victim services assessment fee, which could be anywhere from $750 to $1,000. They recommended $1,000. They got that. But it's crazy because when they first sentence Aaron, they say, we sentence you to 364 days with 2 days credit. Then,
suspended.
I guess because of the probation or whatever, all the things, all of a sudden it's, oh, he has to serve 15 days. And I'm not a smart man, and I don't know how that works, but apparently,
So he's got to go in for 15 days. When does that start?
15 days. So the prosecution wanted it immediately. And the judge was like, listen, like, I've never had someone immediately go to jail for a gross misdemeanor, because Aaron, that was Aaron's judge. He was fighting that and saying, hey, give us 2 weeks. Aaron's own lawyer was recommending that Aaron just do the 15 days, get it over with. But he said, because of my client's work, we want to try and do, like a weekend thing. Which I thought they didn't do here. I don't know, but I guess they do.
So he's going to attempt to do weekends.
He's going to attempt to do weekends. It sounds like, did they say they were going to meet on October 7th to discuss that or something?
Yeah, they were going to, he had to submit himself.
He has to submit himself by October 17th, but by 3 p.m. But then they...
he wants to, like, submit a schedule.
Right, but he wanted to submit a schedule of, like, doing, like, weekends and stuff. And I think they said that they would talk about that, like, on the 7th or something. But, yeah, like, Aaron's statement was basically about how, like, Jesus is saving him, and he's also a victim through all this.
Kayla said another win for the toe.
Oh, Kayla did say another win for the toe. Hold on, I wrote that down, too. You're right. Hold on. Aaron's hair doesn't look bad from the back. I will say that. Aaron was immediately seated when we walked in, and he never looked behind him. He never looked at Kayla when he was making his statement, which she's sitting kind of behind him and to the right. So I don't know, if that's something people normally do. But I feel like if you're apologizing to someone, you should at least, like, kind of look at them. But yeah, what is it? What did she say? Oh, Aaron calls the $50 fine another win for the toe.
So he's going to have to pay $1,000 fine?
Well, he has to pay $1,000 victim assessment thing. He's going to, I don't know if that goes directly to Kayla or what.
He's got to go to, like, alcohol abuse analysis or something? What'd you say?
I guess a complete diagnostic assessment and complete a cognitive skills program. No contact with Kayla for 2 years, and then they also said something about taking DNA samples when he gets booked, I guess.
Did the judge judge say anything about the HROs?
Not really, because Aaron's lawyer was trying to use the HROs a bunch of times, and the state would object. And Aaron's lawyer basically said he has a right to kind of explain himself or something, and then they let him bring up the HRO because Aaron had to bring up the HRO because my notes are horrible. Because so it was important to bring up the HRO in their eyes because Aaron had to get the HRO on Nick because Nick shared intimate photos of him at a live event. So he knows how Kayla feels. That's what he's saying. Like, I didn't know this was wrong until it was done to me.
Yeah, what?
Am I crying? Is this crying? I don't know.
So he didn't know.
The crying part was hard. Fake.
Yeah, that's. Oh my God! What a lot! What a lot to take in. Have you called into WATP
I still have to
yet?
process it.
You got to call WATP.
What's that? No, I called you first.
Yes. We win.
Come on. Come on. Carl was on the train late with this one. I mean,
Is there
the whole Aaron thing.
Anything else? Any other notes you have? Anything else you can think of that's a big reveal? And if anybody has any questions, get them in quick for Rocco.
No, there were way less people than I thought. The parking meter system here sucks a dick. It's horrible. And yeah, Minnesota in general is just a shithole.
It's like an app.
Especially
Don't you do it on an app?
There is an app, and I put in the zone number, and it tells me that there's no zones in my area. So I don't know. I just parked here. I haven't gotten a ticket.
Oh, I remember this. Something. Yeah, I couldn't select like the city and stuff. I had to like enter a zone number on a different thing. Yeah.
But you enter the zone number, and then it starts bringing you up all these other zone numbers in other states and whatever. This is very interesting.
John is on.
No, God, I can't talk to you.
So
trying to think what
was did the judge like admonish him? Did she like lace into him in any
John
way
is
about
on.
this?
She said that no.
After this, we're gonna have to rewind.
She said that her final decision was not made based on the new Gino stuff, but it was just based on just the numerous violations and all that kind of stuff. But again, in the end, I mean, what did you get? A little over 2 weeks.
Please tell me that Aaron's lawyer said something about my client's a homeowner, a graduate of Brown.
No, he didn't. I mean, Aaron brought up, the fact that, actually Aaron's lawyer did bring up the fact that Aaron is the sole income provider in his household. But he failed
He's also the sole member of his household.
He's also the only person there.
He's the only one who lives there. That was a funny. I did have that quote.
Income provider for Aaron. Aaron can't live if Aaron goes to jail.
Right. And then he also credited him with being a loving father who pays child support, not a number, and that he pays for insurance. So
he pays for insurance?
They said he pays child support and health insurance. I guess, for his kids.
What a man.
He does the bare minimum.
Prince Gratz
Daddy
wants to know, Rocco, how did 364 days turn into 15 again? I think that's like suspended, right?
Yeah, they probably just suspended it or
it's
something.
like 364 days suspended. Because I even heard someone else gasp. Like there was a woman or something that gasped as you heard the 364. But then quickly it's like, okay, he gets credit for 2 days, and then something else was said, and then it was like, okay, he has to serve 15 days.
What do you think it's worse for him to go on the weekends only?
I just get it over with if it was me.
I would take the whole fucking 2 weeks off and fucking reassess my life.
I don't think he can afford to do
my
that.
Show.
He can't afford to do that.
Well, yeah, I mean that's obvious, but he's gonna have to. Maybe I'd apply for a couple credit cards before I go to jail.
So did she say anything about whether she's gonna allow him to do weekends or no?
Again, I believe they said that they're gonna have some kind of meeting or hearing on the 7th to discuss his scheduling. But as of now, he has to report by October 17th by 3 p.m. He can also turn himself in sooner.
What day of the week is that? Let's see.
I'm autistic, so it's Wednesday.
It's
Friday. Friday.
Okay.
Is it Friday?
It's Rumble Kink Friday in the jail. Pufferfish wants to know how he gets to do weekends and continue the show where he continuously violated terms and committed the original crime. Yeah, was there any discussion about him having to not do his show for a while? That was one of the punishments that was speculated on. Like,
I had this on speaker the whole time. Hold on real quick. As far as doing a show, did they mention anything about like him continue doing a show? I don't think they didn't really know. They didn't mention anything like that.
Well, it's a primary source of income. I don't think they can stop him from
I don't
doing
know.
that. Well, illegal to
There
do a
wasn't
show.
enough. Yeah, it wasn't like
Just to shut his
obviously it
fucking
was
face.
like he can't talk about it, he can't email. It's all the same shit.
But
he added live. They did add live shows to the stipulation.
but he threw Gino under the bus and said, "I'll never." Did he say?
Totally.
He said, "If you give me mercy, or I will, no matter what, I will never work with Gino again."
164
I
days
heard
in
him
jail.
say, "If the court shows me mercy, I will never work with Gino Bisconte again."
But
and I
if
thought
you
that
don't
was
show
odd.
me, if you don't show me mercy, I will work with him again. Like, what the fuck?
Right. Which is why I thought it was an odd statement to make, and that's how I heard it.
Like, he should already not work with
hopefully,
Gino.
I know there are other people who took notes, and hopefully, we can kind of collaborate on what everything means and what was said exactly, because everything moves so fast, and it was like playing bingo all over again. I was missing things as I'm writing.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get a few more people call in. And when you go over to WATP, tell Schizo Sean to call in.
Okay. All right.
Because
You got it.
everybody will have different points of view and remember different tidbits.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
you call it. Yeah, okay. All right, let me go. I'll have him call.
All right, thank you for the report.
Anyway,
Rocco on the ground in Minnesota. So far, what we know, Aaron contrite in front of the judge, reading out a statement where he professes his newfound love for Christ his Lord, saying he's been redeemed, and pleading for mercy from the court. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Is this Sean?
It is. This is Schizo Sean TV.
Now, it should be said that I did not send you to this event. I didn't even know if you were going to this event, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Just like the anniversary show, I did this just for the love of the game.
For
'cause
the
I
love
love
of the
it
game.
so much.
So was this the same courtroom that we were in
It-
before?
Yeah, I believe it was exactly the same. I mean, it was the same judge and everything, so I'm pretty sure. I'm like 95% sure.
Yeah, give us your take. Walk us through the everything you can remember from the beginning till it happened.
Well, I mean, he he got there. I got there pretty early just to scope the place out and everything, and then I was kind of just sitting there waiting, and then Aaron pulls up, and I followed him into the building, and I recorded something about that. Yeah, you guys might get to see a little bit later, so there might be some footage coming out on my Twitter. There's a still from it of Aaron walking just very dejectedly into the courthouse. But so after that, everyone else kind of showed up, like the hat guy who got kicked out of Stoney's, Tukey. We were all waiting on the second level of the courthouse. Mercado showed up with his lady. And then we go in, and, I decided to sit right behind Aaron because it's just hilarious. And it was totally hilarious. Like I'm like Voldemort. I'm the man who can't be named. I'm an agent of Patrick Melton, but you can't even be named. I'm just an agent of an unnamed diabolical mastermind,
Do you anticipate any sort of retaliation for this? Like, this is the second time you've gone there. He's made an argument that you're a stalker and you're a schizophrenic, paranoid guy. Do you think you're going to get any sort of HRO out of this?
I mean, I don't want to say I hope so, but it's certainly a nice exclusive club to be in. I'm with a lot of winners in that club, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. He likes handing out those things like candy, and yeah, he does think I'm harassing him, just like Vito. So, I wouldn't be too surprised if not too long from now I do get an HRO.
So I just got a text from Paul Shea, who I imagine was there,
Yes,
and
he was.
it says, quote, "He's fully redeemed by the Lord, and he asked, may Jesus have mercy on his soul." This is a totally different guy than on his show, where he acts like he's in control of everything and he's winning all the time. This sounds like this speech was definitely not a I'm winning, another win for the toe kind of vibe.
No, he was very, at least he appeared to be very sorrowful for what he'd done. But no, I mean he's a changed man. Jesus Christ has saved him through the power of grace. Yeah, I mean I almost died laughing when he started talking about that. But he also mentioned how he loved his kids and his family, and he did not mention Jesus Christ when he was listing other things he loved during the trial. So I thought that was interesting.
Did he do any kind of white power hour stuff where he said, like, I believe that this country needs to return to Jesus and white values? And did he have his little light?
No, I don't think the judge would have allowed that, but I'm sure him and Gino would love to do that sort of thing.
Jesus Christ. Now, can you give us a little more detail on this? What is this, like, class he has to go to evaluate his drinking, or like the DNA test? Can you explain that better?
Yeah, so the DNA test, I'm not positive what that's for. I think it's just to get his DNA in the criminal database, but I don't honestly know. But the other stuff is just like, when you go too fast and they make you take a class about how you should slow down. It's shit like that for not sending naked pictures of your friend's wife,
But they mentioned that his alcohol abuse might have contributed to all this.
Yeah, they really laid into him for that, and they gave him he has to refrain from substances during the probationary period because they said, like, the prosecutor said he's like visibly drunk in some of the clips they've watched of him talking about Lady Rackets or whoever else.
My attorney is apparently watching and has messaged me very seriously saying, because I guess he heard you joking about saying you're an agent of Patrick Melton. Can you make it clear that I've never sent you or told you to go anywhere? I've never conspired with you to go anywhere. I've never paid you to go anywhere, and you are not an agent of Patrick Melton. My lawyer wants you to do that.
Yes, I will make that absolutely unambiguously clear. You did not send me in any way. You did not incentivize me in any way. You did not know I was doing this. I did this 100% of my own volition.
Yeah, okay. I guess my lawyer's watching this. I'm not paying for this. Don't charge me for this.
Yeah, I'm just doing it because it's funny to fuck with the toe,
I mean, and people have a right to go there. Like, see, you're making statements that could end you up on the same end of an HRO that I'm on. But I went to cover again. This is a guy who lies to us about what occurs, and I'm allowed to go report on this stuff, and that's the way I
see what John has to say at the beginning of his Lycorn. I kind of want to see.
Hey, how are you? Wow, look who's back!
Yeah, I want to see what he says about getting back.
Holy moly! Eat it, Skoll! I said, you know what?
Put your arms down.
I'm gonna just try today on a whim. I was talking to my lawyer friend out here, and he goes, "Well, have you tried yet?" And I said, "All right, well, I was gonna try, but I was."
Notice he didn't get his hair blended. He was supposed to get it blended. He was saying yesterday, I believe it was, day before. Yeah, yesterday he said. Well, before he this is in his cleaning show. He said he's going to get his hair blended, get the gray out.
I was going to go to the gym, but fuck it, I'll try. So I tried. I'm like, I can stream again. Then I checked my email, make sure I don't want to do anything. So then, but YouTube said it may be temporarily suspended. They didn't really give me a day. But of course, Vince the lawyer didn't help me at all in any of this. So fuck him. I can't stand the prick. Couldn't answer one question. I'm like, I don't understand. Like they haven't let me know if I can stream it. I guess they don't let you know, which is so odd.
It isn't.
All they said is you can't host from another channel, which I'm not. And that's why I got to let Ashley Cummings know I couldn't do that anyway. It's yeah, I'm prohibited from using another channel. So I mean, I could be a guest. I get, yeah, I could be a guest, but I can't just host from, somebody else's channel. A few people asked me to do a show from their channel, and I said, I don't think I'm allowed to do that. And thank God I didn't. I mean, it's okay being a guest. I could certainly be a guest on someone's show. I just can't, host a show on somebody else's platform. And that's a fact, Jack. So I'm back in the saddle again. It's beautiful. September 30th.
Yeah, he got Aaron got 15 days. Well, it was 364 days or something like that, and reduced down to 15 days. And he has to take like all sorts of different kind of classes and stuff. It was like $1,000 for the or what did they call it? Anyway, he's got like $1,000 thing he's got to pay. He's got like a $50 fine. Got 15 days in jail. It looks like they're going to try to do it like a weekend thing, where he just does it on the weekends, which is ridiculously stupid. And just get it all done immediately. That's the best way to go about it. And yeah, that's what came of it. Mad chatter. And you can look it up. You can go check out. Well,
I think
not anymore.
Be looked at, and
Aaron wants to been going over it.
Only better a beer.
He had Rocco and Schizo Sean on earlier, but you can't rewind, so you got to wait till he's done.
Because of Gino Visconti. That's insane. Fred Robinson,
he doesn't allow rewinding, so you have to wait like that. But you can also go over to Haley's.
Come and go, and that you're going to get out in a couple more hours.
And she was talking with some people that she had on the inside.
On the other hand.
But I wanted to see what's up with John because he's live streaming again, so he got his I guess he's no longer suspended. And then I was going to call it a day.
5 days and counting for the Duke's birthday, which it's a little scary turning the big 5-0,
6-0.
Hawaii 5-0,
6-0.
I'm not exactly thrilled. But the good news is the Duke crushed it in fantasy football. Let me just show you it.
All right, nobody cares. Anyway.
Somebody's a big fan of Tukey, and that she told her son to stop hanging out with Aaron. Now, remember, Aaron said the reason Matt couldn't do the show anymore is because he got a new job or promotion at work or something like that.
Whatever. Anyway, we did it. It wasn't a show. I think tomorrow the plan is. Anyway, I think tomorrow the plan is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do an archive show where we can go through all the archives of all the videos that I've got, or I also have the Howard Stern archives. And I said we can search through all of them. Let's see. Need to fix this so that it does the newest on top. See here. Like this.
It's not a court order to watch this, Carmix. You gotta not torture yourself. Look at his face.
But I don't see any kind of well, I did stop actually recording Steel Toe. I should probably put that back on the list. Here we go.
He's gonna go full court, no referee, 7 games. Yeah, this ain't gonna happen. Ray's gonna ruin it.
Anyway, we'll probably do that tomorrow, or if anything else comes up, we'll see. John is on, so something might happen. I'll have to go ahead and review that and see if anything interesting happens with him.